Good morning and welcome to Teal House Farm, where you're used to highly motivated people doing things. This is us trying to get up the gumption to go outside and get stuff done. Huh?
No! I woke up at 9.
We have a list of goals today and we're going to get them done. Right, Ivy?
Not for me.
Alright, we got a lot of work to do outside, so we're going to drink our cups of motivation here and then we're going to go outside and get stuff done. The little ones are already outside playing. They're ready to go.
I need a cup of motivation.
Okay, made it outside. A little chillier day today, not too bad though. So Sam has already cleaned up the barn. I do not have a before picture because it was horrible before, but you can now walk in here with lots of room. Things are organized somewhat in totes, and we try to make sure they're in totes that are heavy enough that the cats can't knock them over, because that's what happened last time. We had things nicely organized on shelves, and the cats came and knocked about everything off a shelf, and what the cats didn't knock off, the chickens did. So while it might not be pretty, these totes are really heavy, nobody's knocking anything over, and we know where everything is, and we can walk through our barn now, which is great. Let's feed these cats because they want their breakfast. We're missing a couple. They're gonna miss out on breakfast, huh? Okay, we need to let our chickens out and our ducks and our geese, and then we'll feed them for the morning too. Hello, ladies. We have this automatic feeder, but it's not set up yet. We need to put it inside the coop, which I think we're going to try to get to today. So for right now, we're just kind of sprinkling the feed on the ground. But we'll get it all set up. Here is the man of the hour. What are your goals for today?
We're just going to try and clean up some trash around the farm. Some of it is our doing and some of it is leftovers from other owners. But we're going to put it all in a big pile, and then maybe next week or the week after, just make a big, take a big haul down to the dump.
And you said you wanted to move coops and stuff?
Yeah, we got some old coops. We're just going to kind of organize and get them out of the way. They've got tarps and stuff on them that are shredded, and just kind of clean up a little bit before winter gets here.
Sounds good. Mikey and I might put new shavings down in the chicken coop. Does that sound good?
And then we can throw those bags away.
Okay, let's do it. You got scissors?
I'm scared they're gonna come running out.
Well, they're all in the front swimming in their swim pool, so.
Like, if they see you in their private little spot, they're going to come flying after you.
Yeah, I think we'll be okay. Let's give them new shavings. We're gonna fill up this little bucket here for the chickens and ducks and geese. They like to kind of splash around in it. Everybody's up and at 'em and out of the coop, so let's get cleaned. This was a brooder that was sectioned off, and because the chickens roosted right above it, it is absolutely covered in poop. So we need to finish taking apart this brooder so that during the winter, the poop can just free fall onto the ground. Luckily, I didn't screw it down, I just held it down with bricks. So we're gonna remove those bricks and throw them outside the coop, and then each of the tin panels just kind of folds up and slides out. Makes it pretty easy to set up the brooder and then take it back down when we don't need it. There's just a piece of chicken wire that goes along the front to keep the big birds out when the little birds are in there. Let's get the second piece removed. Again, pretty easy, it's real light tin roofing. And then let's get set up to put down some more bedding. So we do a deep bedding in both our large animal stall and in our chicken coop. And what that means is we really only clean it out once a year, and we just keep adding fresh bedding on top. We feel like it keeps the animals warmer in winter because there's much more separation between them and the ground, which gets pretty cold. So we're not actually going to clean the coop out. We're just adding more bedding. It'll get cleaned out in early spring when we're getting ready to add new birds to the coop. We're just using some pine shavings, and I had 1 bag of sawdust that we'll mix in there as well. So you dump it all out, and then you do kind of a 2-step barn dance to get it kicked around into all the corners. The chickens and the ducks and the geese will come in here and kick it around too, but we'll get it started for them. We have this Best Nest laying box here, which the chickens usually enjoy, so we're just going to clean it off a little bit for them, give it a wipe down. It's nice and homey for them to come lay some eggs. We want to put the automatic feeder inside the coop so we don't end up with a possum problem at night. If you're curious about the automatic feeder, I will link a video about its construction below. Both the ducks and the chickens use it easily. It's a little short for the geese, so we do sprinkle some extra feed around for the geese in the morning. Next, we're just going to pick up all of this trash. I find a new helper here. Mr. P comes out and helps me, but he's a little confused what I mean by plastic bag, so we're just going to go ahead and do it for him, and we'll bring the rest of the stuff up to the barn. Coop looks much better, and it's ready for winter. Sam's been working pulling up trash from behind the barn and out in the field. He's just bringing it all up to the central location. Pile's about to get a whole lot bigger. You can do it! Sam sends Micah on a super special errand. She needs to go find all the broken fence posts and bring them up to the barn.
Okay, go get it.
And so we can see how many more that we actually need. Mr. P, where you going? And then Sam and little P go looking for any more trash around the chicken coop. We're gonna get it all cleaned up for winter. Mr. P just likes to kind of observe the work. He's not necessarily into the work at this point.
I'm gonna go with Daddy.
Okay, go ahead. Ask Daddy if you can help him.
Daddy, can I help you?
Okay, now the previous owners left paint cans everywhere, and we're gonna dispose of them properly now. They have just been hanging out behind the house, but now we can actually take care of it the proper way with hazardous waste disposal for any of that needs disposal. So we're just gonna pile it all up in our pile, and then we're gonna sort the pile between things that need special disposal and things that can be just taken to the dump. Sam and JJ work on moving some of these landscaping bricks. They are scattered all over the ground down there by the coop. We kind of think maybe at some point there was a fire pit down here and it's just fallen apart, but there are these red landscaping bricks everywhere. They don't really pose a problem for the chickens and the ducks. The problem comes in the middle of winter when your foot hits one of those instead of the grass and it's just slick as ice and you end up falling. So we're gonna get them all stacked behind the coop so they're no longer a hazard to whoever's feeding the chickens. We can always repurpose them for another project later. Yes, Coop?
How do I help you, okay, Bubby?
You gonna wash it? Gonna wash the bike?
Yeah. I can't put it on.
Thank you for washing my bike. Thank you. Here, Pat, here's your money. Here's your money. Have a good day.
What?
Mom wants me to take a video of you.
I'm just trying to clean up the plastic and stuff.
So what we're not gonna use this?
Oh, we will later, but I'm just gonna kind of put it in storage, sorta.
So then where are the geese gonna go?
Huh?
So then where are the geese gonna go in the other?
They'll be down in their regular.
Are they gonna want to come out in the winter? Or?
Yeah, I don't think winter will bother them too much.
Uh-oh.
Can you do me a favor?
Mm-hmm.
You put this in the barn. I've got a big tub, like a Rubbermaid tub in there. A bunch of the chicken stuff. You put this in there.
What you doing, Patty?
washing with Patty.
Oh, you're gonna wash with Patty? What are you washing?
Your bike.
Thank you.
Bike.
Thank you for cleaning my bike.
Keep going, gotta go up. Keep going all the way to the back. You see some posts leaning up against the corner. Sam, you gotta just kind of go around the pipes. While the kids help with the last odds and ends, Sam and I finally get this old playhouse broken up. If you remember watching our chicken video earlier this year, we gave up trying to break this broken playhouse down and just left it out in the yard because we could not get it apart. Sam finally takes his frustration out on the house. We get it broken down into small enough pieces that we can now dispose of it. It was damaged in a hailstorm, all cracked up, so it wasn't safe for the kids to use anymore. And Sam moves all of the chicken coops over to the side of the fields. This is kind of in our front yard. There is our ginormous trash pile. Feels good though, right?
Yeah, it does.
It looks a lot better. Everything's all cleaned up. Chicken slash duck slash geese coop is now ready for winter. The outside of the barn is organized. You can find what you want. The inside is organized. You can find what you want. All this random trash that has been behind the barn, behind the house, hidden down in the field. Most of it, a lot of it left from previous owners. Things we didn't even know were out there until we started fencing off the fields and animals were grazing things down. We found miscellaneous piles of trash have all now been drug up here. And we can load them up in the truck and maybe borrow a trailer from Sam's dad and bring it all to the dump in one trip and it'll just be gone. Clutter and trash is just like an overwhelming thing. It's hard to explain, but you probably know what I'm talking about. Like when you just know it's out there and it's not taken care of, it just almost feels like too big of a problem to start with. And then you feel like it gets in the way of starting new projects, so you know that project's out there. So it feels so good to have it taken care of. And it's you know, November. Big projects don't start until spring. It really feels like the farm is set up for a relaxing or more relaxing winter, and it'll be ready to go in spring when it's time to get ready for those baby animals and things like that. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you guys next time.